Hello, and welcome to your IELTS review video. In today's episode, we're talking about traditional clothing, so let's get started. Do old people change their style of dressing? Yes, some older individuals do change their style of dressing. Or, a more advanced answer you could say is, it's not uncommon for elderly people to adapt their dressing style over time. Why do some people like to wear traditional clothes? Some people prefer traditional clothes due to cultural pride, or the inclination to wear traditional attire often stems from a deep sense of cultural identity and pride. What kinds of clothes should people wear at work? People should wear neat and professional attire to work. Or, in a workplace setting, it is advisable to don tidy and formal clothing. Do you think people should wear formal clothes in the workplace? Yes, wearing formal clothes in the workplace is important. Or, adhering to formal attire standards in the professional environment holds significant importance. When should people wear formal clothes? Formal attire should be reserved for formal occasions and professional settings, or formal clothes are appropriate for formal events and work. Do people wear formal clothes more often than before? Yes, people tend to wear formal clothes more frequently nowadays. Or it appears that formal clothing has been worn with a more increased frequency compared to the past. So that's all the questions. Next up is our reading passage. Please read along with me as it's intended to give you more of an insight into the topic at hand. The world of fashion is a dynamic landscape that continuously evolves, reflecting changing social norms, cultural influences, and individual preferences. Throughout history, dressing styles have witnessed remarkable changes, from the elaborate garments of the past to the contemporary fusion of global fashion. Clothing choices are a canvas of self-expression, influenced by new materials, innovative designs, and cultural exchanges. Many individuals wear traditional clothes on various occasions to maintain a connection with their cultural heritage. While modern fashion trends often dominate, traditional clothing remains a symbol of cultural heritage and identity. Traditional attire is not just about aesthetics, but also serves as a link to one's roots and a representation of cultural pride. In professional settings, the importance of wearing appropriate attire is emphasized. Formal clothing is often favored for a polished appearance to convey respect for the work environment and colleagues. Traditional notions of formal clothing have experienced shifts in recent times. Some workplaces adhere to strict formal dress codes, while others embrace a more relaxed approach. Changing perspectives on formality can be attributed to evolving work cultures and the desire for individual expression. Dressing choices are deeply influenced by cultural factors. The embrace of Western clothing styles in many regions reflects the impact of globalization on cultural exchanges. As the fashion landscape continues to evolve, individuals navigate a multitude of choices that align with their preferences and cultural affiliations. The evolution of dressing styles is a testament to the fluid nature of fashion and its connection to societal changes. Dressing choices reflect individual identity, cultural heritage, and lifestyle. Okay, I hope you found that insightful. Next up is our range of vocabulary expressions. Take a look through and try to incorporate some into your everyday English use. Dressing styles, cultural heritage, global fashion, individual expression, formal dress code, cultural pride, globalization, cultural exchanges, lifestyle choices, reflecting changing times, fusion of old and new, stay in line with social norms, embody cultural values, adopt a casual approach, incorporate cultural elements, navigate fashion choices, respect the dress code, reflect professional etiquette, stay true to one's roots, blend tradition with modernity, adopt a more relaxed outlook, influence of global trends, express cultural authenticity, explore diverse clothing options, reflect the spirit of the times. And lastly, we have our paraphrasing exercises. Have a go putting some of these into your own words at home. Do old people change their style of dress? You could instead ask that question by saying, do elderly individuals alter their clothing choices? Why do some people like to wear traditional clothes? Instead, you could ask, what is the reason behind the preference for traditional attire by certain individuals? What kinds of clothes should people wear at work? What is the appropriate attire for the workplace? For these statements, instead of saying fashion trends often change due to evolving societal preferences, you could say the dynamic of fashion trends frequently shifts due to changing social preferences. Or traditional clothing holds significance for many due to cultural pride. Instead, what about saying many individuals find cultural pride in wearing traditional attire? And the third statement, dress codes vary based on the formality of the occasion. Instead, the appropriateness of dressing is determined by the level of formality of the event. And then lastly, we have the descriptions, which are on your own form. As always, thank you very much for listening. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.